'Tis indeed time to talk about our first day of winter 2021. But all things considered, it's going to be a long time before we actually talk about it feeling like winter. Already around 50 degrees today, eclipsing our average high. As a matter of fact, first 20 days of the month, our average high about 10 degrees warmer than what we'd anticipate leading up to the winter solstice. Has been a little bit of a dry month though. We're about inch to an inch and a tenth off of where we would normally be at the first 20 days of December. But interestingly enough, even if you take that away, that annual total, just 3/10 off of our historic norms. Mother Nature absolutely amazing that way. Now, with the way the first week of winter is going to go, if he were out and about, he'd melt by now. If not, trust me, he'd be gone by the time we got to Christmas Eve. But it is the astronomical winter that is now underway, as it began with the solstice at 9:58 this morning, and that's when the northern portion of the Earth, the northern hemisphere, is tilted max away from the sun, and that means it results in our shortest amount of day length. At Joplin Regional Airport, we're only going to have 9 hours, 56 minutes, and 50 seconds, with sunrise or sunset coming as early as 5:04 today. But remember, beginning tomorrow, incrementally, those days begin to get just a little bit longer. And who can complain when you've got just light cloud cover, beautiful blue skies, and temperatures now sitting at 50 degrees. We have seen a little pickup of the wind working in from the west-southwest, but because of that direction, warmer temps as well. Let's roll 49 in Parsons. Good friend Mike down in Goodman checking in, letting me know it was 50, mostly sunny skies, and we'll run that line of 50s right there from Grove, Bebop up to Miami, run Joplin and throw Carthage in as well. So even if you work from north to south, certainly not a wide variety of temperatures, and anywhere from about a 30 to 34 degree warm up from what we had this morning. It is going to come in probably about 10 to 15 miles per hour today. But even with it being so dry and the dry conditions persisting all the way through the weekend, almost to the end of 2021, we're able to escape any elevated fire risks for today. That's going to change by the time we get to Friday and Saturday, however. So you got anything you need to do outside, today and tomorrow may be the days that you want to take advantage of it, because you don't have a worry in the world on the Skywatch Storm Tracker. As a matter of fact, Tanya telling us about the uptick, not only for local travel, but nationally speaking, when we consider all the airplanes that are now back in use coming off of what we had the last 2 years. Isn't that crazy to think about that? 2 years of holiday lockdown travel, and we're not going to see hardly any delays. We're seeing a little bit of snow up by the Great Lakes, majority of the rain and thunderstorm activity isolated down to the southeast right there. And we're the recipients of a little pressure move, and what that's going to do is kind of create that little trough right there. That's a warm front though, and so as it begins to just kind of linger right in between us, becomes very stationary. We're not going to see a whole lot of movement on this map for the next couple of days, so they can keep the cold out there. And we're going to get up close to 70 degrees. Of course, why not? It's the 4 states, and now that it's winter, why wouldn't we get up close to 70 by the end of the work week? Highs today will go low to mid 50s, and then overnight, don't think we'll have the reemergence of the fog. And if we do see a little bit, it certainly won't be as dense as what we had last night into this morning. But we are going to dip below the freezing point once again, so go ahead and anticipate having the scraper handy for just one more day. And then we'll be done with that all the way through the weekend as well. Future track, absolutely pristine. We've been talking about how great these travel conditions are for anybody that's driving anywhere, and whether that be you getting out of town or whether that be you welcoming somebody in. Now, Thursday does bring us some additional cloud cover, but you notice on the map, there's nothing behind this. And so while the clouds will develop, we don't have to worry about any rainfall. And another thing that the clouds do, remember, that's why it's so important overnight when we get those. Look at that. Those overnight lows, I have 20 degrees above freezing right there for Thursday into Friday. Friday's number, just as a reminder, 73 degrees. If we get to 73, that ties the Christmas Eve record. And that thing dates all the way back to 1955.
Wow. Well,
everything's been really consistent temperature-wise on the 7-day. We're not seeing a whole lot of movement on that. Different models, different maps, all lining up. And feel good that we're going to see some 70s on Christmas Eve.
and it wouldn't be the first record we broke this month.
5 days ago is the last time we set a record. It's only been 5 days since we had a record high in December.
What a year. What a year. All right. Thanks, Michael.